Now I'm going to touch the pad. Everybody in the world fused. Yeah. Morning crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. Now this is a video with a bit of a difference. You may recall, oh golly, it was about December time I think, or early January, when Tool Girl Lilli came down to the workshop and she gave me a hand fitting some new tyres to my Eiffel Williams trailer. Now this is an LT105G I think it is, that we bought in England, oh golly, about 12 years ago. And it came fitted with some tyres which would cope with the trailer's loading capacity, and it can carry, well, overall including the trailer weight, is 2,000 kilograms. The trailer weighs in about 650 with the optional sides on. Now here in New Zealand I've really struggled to find tyres that will last any reasonable amount of time on that trailer, and often they don't meet well, they're basically running overloaded. The most recent tyres I managed to pick up from Patch Rubber. That was the ones that me and Lily fitted back in January. And those are rated for 400 kilograms per tyre. Now that still leaves a shortfall, you know, it's a twin axle. So that gives us 1,600 kilograms maximum load for that trailer. Then you take the trailer weight off, then it's not really able to carry that much, you know, just about a ton, just under a ton, which is no good for me at all. Now I was delivering an ROV last week and the trailer just felt a little bit odd. I was going slow, and again you could just see this telltale movement of the ROV on the trailer. It was just sort of bobbing up and down a little bit, and you could just feel the tail of the car just twitching at slow speed. And then at about, probably about 85 k's an hour, because we're kilometers an hour over here in New Zealand, again there was a bit of a vibration and it made me a bit wary. So when I got to where I was going, I unloaded the ROV, jacked up all the wheels, and took a quick look, and this is what I found. Right, second tyre. Oh. It's not quite so bad on the left, this one. Whoa, look at that one. Holy shit. Okay, this one's pretty bad. There you go. See, there's a lot of lift in the tyre. And then, look at the tread pattern, how the cracks. This one's really bad. So I suggest that the cords have started to fail, and that's what started to deform the tyre, so it's gone out of round. But hey, that's for you guys to sort out. I mean, that's obviously a warrant fail because you can see the cords. I mean, look at this, the crack is pretty much consistent around this side of the tyre. Okay, on the inside one. How we're looking. Oh yeah. It's pretty deep. Okay, I don't think this one's too bad at the moment. Nah, it's not too bad. Right, let's have a little look. I've not even checked this one. That's just starting, look. There really is just one on there. And on there, look. Just starting to stress and tear. Okay, on the inside. Oh shit. There you go, look. That's a long one, isn't it? Jeez. Wow, look at that. Damn. So my apologies for the sound quality and the shaky camera and stuff, but it was all done on site, and I just wanted to capture, what I was seeing on those tyres, because I was pretty horrified to find those huge cracks between the tyre tread exposing the cords again. And that trailer hasn't been overloaded. The ROVs is really all I've been transporting around, and they all weigh well under 1,000 kilograms. Now, I've taken a spare tyre off the trailer, and I bought 5 at the same time. And the tyres in question are the King's tyre. Now, Patron, the company that supplied the first set, which also had the same problem, and that's why Lilli and myself were changing them. I took those back, and they were quite horrified to see what had happened to them. And they told me that the tyres had been assembled or made with the wrong ply material. Okay, no problem. And they gave me a new set of 4, because obviously the spare hadn't been used. And those 4 were fitted. And now they've done the same thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with the alignment on that trailer. Ifor Williams make a lot of trailers. It's leaf sprung. None of the leaves are broken, and the bushes are all good. So there's no misalignment of any of the axles or the wheels, and the trailer hasn't been in an accident. It's a very solid trailer. The chassis is extremely strong on it, much stronger than a lot of the New Zealand type trailers that are equivalent. But you can see on this tyre here, this is the one that hasn't been used. There are absolutely no cracks whatsoever. And they do seem to wear pretty quick. It's only done about 6,000 or 7,000 kilometres, that trailer, since those new tyres, the second batch of new tyres, were fitted. Now, I did come up with a solution of how to solve this problem of not being able to get tyres of sufficient load rating for that trailer here in New Zealand. So I contacted, first of all, Ifor Williams over in England, where I bought the vehicle, the trailer from. These are the manufacturers based in Wales, and I didn't get a reply. And I was really pretty niffed, to be honest, because I've been the customer for them for over 20 years and I've bought a lot of very expensive trailers from them, especially when I was in the UK. We had probably 6 or 7 trailers that we used in conjunction with our business, and they were all Ifor Williams. And you know, we never quibbled on price. We always paid them in cash up front, job done. And those trailers were incredibly reliable, as has this one. There's nothing wrong with the trailer. The problem I've got is with the tyres. So I don't have any gripe with Ifor Williams whatsoever. Now, the standard size tyre that I'm able to get here in New Zealand to fit the 4-inch wide rim, that's the rim there, look, and it has a really weird stud pan, which also means it's very difficult to source alternative wheels. There are 14510, there are 6-ply, these are the tyres from Patron, and they can cope with a 400 kilogram load rating, which is not enough for what that trailer can carry. So I was doing some research, and I remembered when I ordered that trailer 12 years ago, there were 2 wheel options, and like an idiot, I chose the wrong wheel option. There was a larger or a heavier duty wheel tyre combination available from Ifor Williams at that time, which was a 6-inch wide rim, same stud pattern obviously, and it would take a 195/55R, so radial, 10-inch obviously, C. C stands for commercial. Now that's what I'm after, commercial tyres. They're much more resilient to punctures, abuse, wear and tear, and most of all, the load carrying capacity is often a lot higher. And these ones are a 98N. So the load rating is the 98, and that stands for, or represents 750 kilograms of load capacity per tyre. That's almost double. That's going to give the trailer, forget the springs, a load carrying capacity of 3,000 kilograms, way over and above what I would ever put on that trailer. That's about 2.25 tons on the bed of the trailer, way more than I can tow around. The speed rating is the N symbol, the character, and that in this case allows for a speed up to 87 miles an hour or 140 kilometers an hour. Again, way faster than I ever drive with a trailer. And here in New Zealand, you're limited to 90 kilometers an hour on all roads. Not that many people know that, because they all drive around at 100 k's an hour, even the big trucks. But anyhow, the cops will sort out, won't they? So, have you seen this problem before on tyres where the tyre has split? Now these tyres are only a few months old, so it's not perishing. We can put perishing to one side. Have you come across tyres where the rubber has split between the tread, exposing the cords? And if so, what was your problem? What did you find out was causing that issue? Was it poor manufacture of the tyre? Was it overloading of the tyre? These all run at 50 psi, which is the maximum that you can. Let's see if I can get that on the camera for you. It's got it all on there, look. There you go. There's all the spec, and it should say somewhere on there 50 psi. Does it? Let's have a little look. 400 kilograms at 3.4 bar, 50 psi. There you go, look, it is there. Brilliant. Okay. So I do run them at 50, no more than 50, and I do regularly check tyre pressures to make sure they're at 50 psi. Wheel bearings are all good, the trailer's not bent, and to my knowledge, and I'm the only one that tows that trailer, it hasn't been overloaded, so we can rule out overloading. But what's your experience? So I'm sure there's some very knowledgeable tyre engineers out there in the world that may come across this video. What are your thoughts on this problem? I'm going to go back to Patron now. I'll send them a link to this video once I've edited it up and uploaded it to get their formal response. What I suspect, because they've already given me a second set of tyres, I suspect they'll be just giving me a refund and saying, too much of a problem, go elsewhere. I hope that isn't going to be the case. I am going to need a set of 195/55 R10C tyres, Mr. Patron, if you can help me out on those. Okay, crew, well, please give me your comments. This is really going to be an interactive discussion on tyres and problems associated with the tread cracking in the valleys and exposing the cords. Let me know what you think. Oh, and I haven't been speeding with these tyres. I don't even know what the speed rating is for these things. Just tells me the load rating. I mean, at the very most, I might have clipped overtaking, maybe 105 kilometers an hour at the very most, but probably running empty rather than loaded. Okay, well, if you enjoyed the video, why not click on the subscribe button? You'll see a little gear icon turn up, click on the gear icon, and then you can tick the box and turn on notifications, and our friends at YouTube will send you an email as and when I upload any new videos. You'll also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Feel free to communicate through any of those portals, but if you don't mind, first point of contact via the comments on YouTube, because let's face it, that's where the videos are. You can also email me if you've got a really big problem with whatever it is, and I will always do my best to help, but I can't always get back to you straight away. The email address is in the video description down below. Now there's also a Patreon page. So if you found this video and others on the channel helpful, and there's well over 500 videos now lurking in the archives, and do dig deep, because I think YouTube have changed the way that they show your video libraries. A lot of my videos seem to be quite hard to find for some reason, even for myself. Really weird. But anyway, drop onto the Patreon page. There's history about the channel, how it came to be, up and coming projects, and of course behind the scenes stuff with the Tool Girls. Yeah, good fun. And lots of pictures and videos and stuff to download as well, so you can build up your own screensavers and wallpapers and that kind of thing. Okay, crew, well, that's it. I've got a lot of work to do in the workshop, and I've got an ROV to reassemble outside. It's had all the body panels taken off so we can underseal the chassis and do a service and bits and pieces. I've got to get some work done. Okay, until next time, cheers, over and out. And we get the flick up again.
Oh!
Really?